had a lot of practice with the system, volunteering my time in a school that uses that curriculum in Kumasi. That was even way before I got married.
Sometimes you feel so stressed. Sometimes you feel, am I going to make it? You can't really predict the future. So if you are not very focused and determined to get it done, you may back off along the line.
I mean, just encouraging them, because you see, when you're going through a process of transforming, it's hard. It's like there's an old you competing with a new you. It's hard for a lot of people, and this is why they give up.
The differences of our upbringing can play a huge role and can become the reason why we have conflict.
So I told them that if you don't employ me, how do I get the experience that I need to survive in the industry? And they were shocked.
On life's journey, not everyone is meant to be with you on that journey.
Be a part of She Inspires this and every Wednesday on the I Am Drive on Sunny 88.7 FM, 8:30 a.m. and live on Facebook same time. Also join in on Sunny TV every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. She Inspires is proudly brought to you by She Inspires.
How do you strive to achieve your dreams despite the challenges? And how do you use a low point in your life, move away from all the grief and all the pain, and turn into something positive that in turn is now impacting the lives of others? On She Inspires, I will be talking to Ghana's first female general surgeon, also retired Deputy Commissioner of the Ghana Police Service, physician for the Princesses Women's Football Team, and a marriage counselor. My name is Jennifer. Thank you for joining us on She Inspires. Thank you to our sponsors, Hotel Kasireri, Duffys Health and Beauty, Saraban, Ajili Jewelry, First Rose Hand Beauty, Eddie's Pizza, and Secure Daily Oral Pill. Get ready to be inspired by my guest for today, Dr. Mabel Aboah. I'm Jennifer. This is She Inspires. Stay with us.
Duffys Organics. Duffys Organics Feminine Mischanti. Amasabo so many so Emma. Ye bui and sayente ya ubia. Esa siesi man kasa. Duffy abusiana ekese. Yentie dia manfo kafa enupa no.
Duffys shower gel. Empo na mani. Ye wotuntum die. Ena kokko die. Wo di dware a ema natural look.
Mensu de misu Duffys feminine cleanse and the capsules ne siesie me ho. Ema me nten carbon bia me gye me hu dia nkasa.
Duffy nupa no. Enwo dance e bebre. Duffys ana abama ye nyina. Enkratoi FD ahwehwema gya tum seye.
Elegance, comfort, pristine, relaxing. Welcome to Hotel Kasireri, located in the heart of East Legon, Accra. Perfect home away from home. With incomparable attention to detail, we have mastered the unique culture of Ghanaian hospitality. Treat yourself to delicious local and continental dishes from our 24-hour restaurant and take a cold swim to relieve your stress. Call Hotel Kasireri today on 0540 348876 for a truly royal experience.
Oh, finally, the week is ending. So, Akosia, what are your plans for the weekend?
You know my Saturdays, they are spent at First Choice Hair and Beauty Salon. It is almost like a family hangout. I can get my hair done together with my daughter, while my husband gets that classy grooming that makes him look so fine. Happy you know Dada. Then we sit together and have a mani-pedi session while we just talk and sip on some juice. We all head to the spa for a relaxing massage. It is all about pampering ourselves, so Cynthia is the #1 stop shop for your comfort in beauty for the whole family. They are into beauty supplies as well, nail extensions, and when my in-laws in town, we take her along to select the latest wigs from the Asana Care collection. Variety Pioneer.
Hey, sir.
Yes, locate First Choice Beauty Salon on the Spintex Road, 200 meters from Zenith Bank. Call 0244 370 894 or WhatsApp 0249 970 407.
Little man, Just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claimed the Advantage Secure gifts. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Dr. Mabel, it is so great to have you on She Inspires. I've been looking forward to this moment.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And you look so stunning. You're looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
How do you keep it up all the way through 60?
I think it's basically just trying to live a very simple life. Not much complication. You know, eat right, just basic food, and then exercise. And then I try to rest. I know I don't do too well with the rest, but I try. When I feel overwhelmed, I just crash, you know, kind of turn everything off and then just crash. And then also, I think I live a very free life, open, you know, kind of transparent, all that, not loading on and on and on. So I think that also gives you a bit of a zest, a youthful appearance or youthful kind of, you know, aura.
Because I want to look like you when I'm 62. Two more to the 60 I thought. 60, yeah. So how many children do you have with this gorgeous body you're sitting here with?
I have three children.
3 children. How old is your first?
She's 37, yeah.
Dr. Mabel, you're known to be Ghana's first female general surgeon. Okay. And I wanted to know, was that a dream you had as a young girl growing up? How did it start for you?
No, not at all. I mean, what I knew is that I wanted to be a doctor from very early age. You know, like most children, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be, you know, I wanted to be a doctor from about age 7. I knew, and I had very good women around me, well-educated women who kept asking me, "What do you want to do?" You know, and I told them I want to be a doctor. They asked me the reason. I gave them the reason, and I kept at it. It was only when I got into medicine that I realized, okay, I think surgery is, you know, calling me, and I would want to explore it, you know. As to becoming the first one, I didn't have a clue.
You did not have a clue.
I think God just landed me there.
Tell us about God landing you there.
Initially, I wanted to do ONG, that's the obstetrician gynecologist. And then something happened, and I was asked to go back to surgery. I mean, I had surgery in my heart, but I wasn't too sure how it would be received, you know, because I'd come into a society where, you know, kind of women have their place. And so I was very cautious. And I remember the first...
Would that mean that you didn't see many women in surgery at the time?
Yes. I mean, I hadn't seen any women in surgery at the time. Secondly,
what year are we talking about? Can you take us back to
the early 90s, 1990s.
Early 90s.
Yeah,
okay.
1991. I had a consultant surgeon, male surgeon, who we were working with, you know, and he said, as we worked, you know, in the theater, he asked, "Mabel, do you want to do surgery?" And I said, yes. And he said, you can do it. I mean, you can do it. And I said, no, I don't want to do it. He said, why? And I said, I don't think my husband would like it. And he said, he'd be a fool not to like it, you know. So,
were you married at the time?
No, I'd separated, you know. So, you know how it is like. You know, when you're going through a difficult relationship, you don't want to add on, you don't want to rock the boat, you want to do things right, kind of, you know, in an effort to make sure things are okay. So when I said, he'd be a fool. So the conversation went on, and I felt encouraged. He said, oh, do it, you can do it. He didn't tell me why until another consultant, surgeon, also, you know, made a comment to that effect. And then I said, well, maybe I should seriously, you know, kind of consider it. I mean, I had it in my heart. And then that phase passed. And then I found myself at the police hospital, you know, and then eventually, I think it's the hand of God, really. landed me back into the department, okay, to work as a medical officer. And so I asked the consultant then, will you take me under your wings? I mean, because I think I want to do surgery. And he said, yeah, why not? I mean, just come on. And I was surprised, you know, because he was a male. And as I said, you know, we are in a society where sometimes they make you feel you have to know your place.
Yeah.
You know, so
silently.
Silently. Okay. So I was quite excited, and I just threw myself in, and the rest is history.
And
so.
what was the experience like throwing yourself in?
Oh, for me, it was an adventure, and it felt like a hobby. Actually, it still feels like a hobby for me. When people ask, "Oh, what is surgery like?" I say it's a hobby. And so when I went into it, I realized, okay, fine, this is where I think I was made to be. So even though it was extremely tough, difficult, I felt, look, I just need the license. And I used to joke with some of my colleagues, I said, look, I need the license to practice my hobby. That's all. So I'm just going to go through it. It was very tough. It was...
and all this happened in Ghana?
In Ghana. I went through a bit of a tough time because the subject itself is difficult, okay? Because surgery more or less encompasses everything. And you need a lot. For what you do, you need maybe 10 times, 20 times that knowledge to do, to do what you do. So you acquire a lot of knowledge because it's instant, okay? Once you get in there, mistakes, complications are instant, and you have to have the know-how how to handle the complications, how to correct the mistakes immediately. Otherwise, the outcome is disastrous. And so you need a lot of knowledge, a lot of kind of to be able to do. So the subject itself is difficult. Then I had the social aspect, of what's she doing here, kind of, like. What's going on?
How did you handle those moments when you had those kind of looks?
And they verbalize them, yes, they verbalize them. And initially I was like, are these people for real? Are they asking me these questions? Are they, implying what I'm thinking? And then I just took them on. I mean, I just ignored some of them. Some of them, I just laughed it off. And I kept telling myself, look, you know why you're here. So just stay focused. Don't get distracted. And in any case, this is nothing for you. I mean, look, you can handle it. Just, yes.
You handled it. I know your practice took you to the UK.
Yeah.
But then finally, you came to Ghana and you decided to join the Ghana Police Service.
Actually, I didn't want to come back to Ghana. But I had a father who was a policeman. And he was the quintessential policeman. Everything police, he was.
He was the definition of it.
A definition of policing. I mean, and I don't know, I just take my hat off over and over again for him. So.
What's Dad's full name?
William Kwesi Aboah.
William Kwesi Aboah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he started saying, oh, he was in the UK at that time as well. Okay, he had an appointment there, so he was there. The whole family was there. Then he said, look, you've got to go back to Ghana. And I'm saying, no, that's not my intention. But he said, look, you've got to save your country. All those patriotic stuff that, I mean, these days I don't even hear
You don't hear them anymore.
So I said, no, I want a different life for myself. But then he insisted and he was relentless. So eventually, I mean, I came to Ghana, went back, did back and forth eventually. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I mean, not much of an offer, but he made the condition in such a way that going back was going to be difficult.
Do you mind sharing that condition with us?
So, I mean, well, he had some of my children with him here. Okay.
How many did he have?
2 of them.
2 of them.
And
okay.
We were making plans for them to come over and join me.
In the UK?
Yes, and he refused. And he said, come and get them.
Wow.
Okay, so...
Your father was a tough man then?
My dad, tough does not begin to describe him.
Wow.
And my siblings will attest to that. His relatives, my mom is alive. My mom will attest to that, and all that. So.
Would you say you have some of his toughness?
I think so.
Let's talk about the children. So, tight condition.
So he said, come get them. So when I came to get them, he got his friends, these noble people to come and talk to me and tell me, look, just stay, because whatever, and gave me all sorts of reasons. And so, like a respectable, respectful, you respect your elders, you are quite obedient. I just complied. That was all, and I stayed.
But how did the father of your children take it? Because were they also expecting that the children come to be with them in the UK? Or he was in Ghana?
No, he was there, and they were not actually part of the decision making.
Okay.
Yes, everything was my
your
decision. Yes, they were not part of the decision making, and that made it easier in a way. Okay, so even if they were, my dad would have gotten them to say yes.
Okay. Let's talk about you finally coming for your children, and then can I say you got ambushed?
Yes, I got ambushed.
You got ambushed with all these noble men and accepting. How do you walk into the police service knowing that your heart wasn't in there, but you did it out of respect?
The whole point, he wasn't going to get me into the police. He just wanted me to be in Ghana, work in Ghana.
Okay.
Because he felt, look, your services are needed more in Ghana. Okay. There are fewer. Back then, we were not that many doctors, about 1,500, to a whole population. So he felt, look, your services are needed more in Ghana. The choice to go into the police service was strictly mine.
Okay. The whole ambush conversation was for you to come contribute your quota to the country as a doctor.
Nation. Yes, as a doctor, that's all.
This is She Inspires with Dr. Mabel Aboah. She's Ghana's first female general surgeon, also retired deputy commissioner of police. She's a physician for the Princesses football team right here in Ghana. She's also a marriage counselor. We're having an interesting conversation with her. I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Hotel Kasarari, thank you for this lovely location. Also, Duffys Health and Beauty. Ajile Jewelry, thank you for my lovely earrings. And Saraban Inside Kanda, you want unique outfits, you can get one of these, Bolero, and actually even finer ones and more unique clothing from Saraban. Also, First Choice and Beauty and Secure Oral Pill.
Duffys Organics. Duffys Organics feminine mischief. Amasa bosome ne so ema ye bu yensa yente ya obia esa siesie man kasa. Duffy abusuan na ekese yentie dia manfo kafa enupa ne ho.
Duffys shower gel empo na mani ye wotuntum de na kokko de wo di dware a ema natural look.
Mensu de misu Duffys feminine cleanse and capsules ne siesie me ho. Ema me nten carbon bia me gimi hu dia nkasa.
Duffy nupa no ehwo dance e bebre. Duffys ana aba ma ye nyina. Enkrato yi FD ahwehwe ma gya tum sey.
Elegance, comfort, pristine, relaxing. Welcome to Hotel Kasarere, located in the heart of East Legon, Accra. Perfect home away from home. With incomparable attention to detail, we have mastered the unique culture of Ghanaian hospitality. Treat yourself to delicious local and continental dishes from our 24-hour restaurant and take a cold swim to relieve your stress. Call Hotel Kasarere today on 0540 348876 for a truly royal experience.
Hey, stop! You little man, just see him go. This baby can run all day long. I wonder what I would do if there were two of him. I am very happy I decided to wait before having another child. Luckily, I met a family planning advisor at a salon who gave me great advice. I also claimed the Advantage Secure gifts. Now I can space the birth of my children as I want. With Secure, I decide.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Oh, finally, the week is ending. So, Akosia, what are your plans for the weekend?
You know my Saturdays, they are spent at First Choice Hair and Beauty Salon. It is almost like a family hangout. I can get my hair done together with my daughter, while my husband gets that classy grooming that makes him look so fine. Happy you know Dada. Then we sit together and have a mani-pedi session while we just talk and sip on some juice. We all head to the spa for a relaxing massage. It is all about pampering ourselves, so Cynthia is the #1 stop shop for your comfort in beauty for the whole family. They are into beauty supplies as well, nail extensions, and when my in-laws in town, we take her along to select the latest wigs from the Asana Care collection. Variety Pani.
Hey, sir.
Yes, locate First Choice Beauty Salon on the Spintex Road, 200 meters from Zenith Bank. Call 0244 370 894 or WhatsApp 0249 970 407.
Welcome back. This is She Inspires with Dr. Mabel Aboah. Dr. Mabel, you were telling us about coming to Ghana to contribute your quota, but then you landed into the Ghana Police Service. How did that happen for you? Why did you get into the Ghana Police Service?
Okay, so let me say I was born into the police because my dad was a policeman. And then I decided if I'm going to be in Ghana and work in Ghana, then I would rather go to the place where I think I'm needed most. And I felt the police service needed me most. And of course, it's a time to give back a little bit, you know. So that's why I chose the police.
When you say you felt the Ghana police needed you the most, why exactly did you feel that way?
Well, now the police service looks quite good. But back then, it looked, you know, it wasn't the, I mean, it didn't look that prosperous. And I felt if there's a hospital that has been kind of put in place for them, then I'd rather contribute my quota because I think they will need me more than the mainstream. Okay, even though there were not that many doctors around, I still felt I'd rather contribute my quota to the police. So that's all.
How would you say how he brought you up has influenced who you've become, the woman we celebrate today?
I think inadvertently, you know, not directly, not that I noticed, you know, kind of it happening, but looking back, I mean, looking at what I become, you know, not even so much in achievement as the sort of person I am, I think he did. He had loads and loads of influence because he was a tough person and he demanded the best from you. He wouldn't take, you know, kind of excuses for an answer. He was strict, but also loving at the same time. There is something I shared in my tribute to him. One time when we were learning how to cook, you know the way our moms are. My mom used to tell me all sorts of horror stories how if I don't cook well, my husband will bring me back. You know, all those things. Did your mom tell you similar ones? Exactly, you know. So I used to be so whatever. And then, so one time it was my turn to prepare light soup. So I did. And then my mom was very unhappy with it. Okay. And so when my dad came home from work and he was eating, he said, "Oh, look at some soup that your daughter has prepared. Look at some soup. It's so watery, so whatever." Then my dad, you know, he scooped first he dipped his finger in the soup, you know, kind of, and then he did it a second time. Then he used the spoon to scoop the soup. Then he asked my mom, "What's wrong with this soup? What's wrong with this soup? This soup is so nice." Oh, then my mom goes, "Oh, okay, if you don't want us to correct her, whatever. Then my dad said, "Look, any man who would get this woman to marry should count himself blessed and lucky." So my mom gives up and turns around to go. Then as soon as my mom turned around, then my father whispered, said, "Oh, you know, Abena, next time, make the water small, you know, reduce the water."
I've heard these stories in relation to husbands covering their wives. I did not know fathers were doing that for their daughters. You had quite a father.
Yes.
And your father talking about how any man would be blessed to have you. How did that influence you in your choice of men? Because you had such a great man as a father.
Yeah, so measuring up to him was tough. I mean, other men don't come anywhere near. I mean, that's one of the things I caution young ladies. I said, look, don't look for your father in your husband. He's still a young man. Okay, he still has this. But your dad, when you came into the world, your dad was also already kind of mature. He had learned his lessons, and so don't do that. Okay, but then there are certain qualities that I knew attracted me, you know, to other people. Your IQ has to be quite high. You also have to have a good sense of humor, and then also you have to have integrity.
How do you do it? As a doctor, I mean, with all the hats you wear, plus single mom of these 3 children by yourself.
Yes, I think my son put it this way. He asked once, when he was about maybe 8 years, said, "Mommy, why can't you be a normal mommy?"
What did he mean by that?
What did he mean?
Yeah.
So I asked him, he said, "Oh, I want you to be home when I come back from school. I want you to cook for me when, you know, I come back from school and stay with me."
How old was he then?
He was about 7, 8. Okay, and that broke my heart. You know, that really broke my heart. So it was tough, but then I also had a bit of support. I mean, my parents were available. They used to go to my parents for vacations, you know, but school time, they were with me all the time. It was difficult. And of course, back then, you could rely on maybe one house help to be home also, to receive them when they come back from school and stuff like that. So there were helps, you know, here and there. But it was tough because I had decided that every decision about my children had to be made by me. I oversaw their school, you know, their homework. I would cook for them. And so over the weekend, I make whatever I need to make. And then I try to get home early enough to, you know, kind of cook and make sure they've eaten. So it was a tough call, but it was quite doable with the help of, you know, 1 or 2 people. Yeah.
Dr. Mabel, let's talk about your time with our female footballers.
Okay.
I know you served with the senior team and now you're with the princesses.
Yes. So I started with the under 17, actually, the youngest ones. And then I was moved to the senior most team. And then I've come to the princesses. Yeah.
What was it like working with the women's football team?
Very interesting. Very.
When they're jogging, are you also jogging with them, or you're
training time, of course, not when they are going to have matches, but when they are going to do the training. When I'm around, I do the warm-ups with them, and then I just leave them to do whatever they needed to do. It's been very interesting. It's been very educative, and I've had opportunity to also kind of maybe add a little bit to them. What actually attracted me to them was not the football, because when I was going in, I must say ignorantly, I didn't know that the Football Association had been separated from the Sports Council. Okay, so when I was asked, there's a female doctor that's needed for athletes. What sports? That's what the person told me. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm busy. I said, you can do it because I know you're quite physical and you like, you know, grooming young girls. You like whatever it is. And so when I went for the interview, I mean, I was supposed to take my CV and stuff. When I took it, and the general secretary then looked through and said, I don't see football as your hobby. I said, I don't like football.
That was quite blunt.
Yes, I said, I don't like football. Then he said, okay, so then the president is here, so let's go and see him. I'm like, president who? Because, okay, so let's go. So we went in, and it was the president of the GFA. Then I didn't even know who he was. I looked like I walk in, and this youngish man, you know, started. So then he started telling me about FIFA wanting to start with the under 17 girls, because when they tried it with the boys, they realized that by the time they get to the senior most team, they are well groomed, okay, and focused and know what they're about. So they wanted to try it with the girls, and I'm still like, what am I doing here? This is football. I don't like football.
What led me to this place?
So what led me to this place? This person didn't tell me the truth and all that. And then he mentioned, we want somebody who will mother the girls because they are younger, and who will also maybe kind of mentor them, groom them. And I got all excited. So that was what got me hooked.
He hit the right buttons.
Yes, he hit the right buttons.
So tell us about the mentoring opportunity, mothering them. Share that with us.
Yeah, it's been interesting, especially with the youngest ones. You know, they come from all sorts of backgrounds. Okay, so they come in with their own issues and stuff, and you need to be very patient with them. You need to build confidence in them. You need to let them understand that you are there for them, and you are there to help them. The reason why you are in the team is for them solely, and it takes time. You know, because to build that. And so you come to their level, you play with them, and it was part of the reason why when they're doing warm-ups, sometimes I join them, you know, and then we laugh a lot. And then when they come for treatment, you know, we laugh a lot. And I also oversee their food and their drinks and all that. And sometimes when we travel, the food is not quite, you know, what they used to, and it needs a lot of cajoling, coaxing, and lots of times I've had to go to the kitchen to cook for them.
You're serious?
Yeah.
You've had to do that for your princesses?
Yes, we have.
You are such a loving mother to your princesses. You are such a loving mother.
We go to the kitchen to cook for them.
What would you say is the hardest life has thrown at you?
I think one of my most difficult times was when you are with a man and you plan to get married and he walks out on you with or without a baby, especially when you have a child. I think that is tough because...
Walks out without a discussion, just leaves?
No, yeah, just so dumps you. Just dumps you. For discussion.
You're laughing now, but I don't think you're laughing then.
The tears, I think the tears would fill this room. The tears I've cried, you know, both in private and public, you know, and the reproach and the shame and the misunderstanding, you know, being misunderstood and mislabeled, you know, misidentified. I think it's one of the most difficult things in life when you know that what is showing on the outside is not what actually happened, and you don't have an avenue to kind of validate yourself or explain, and it keeps happening. You know, it's not just one thing and the other one happens and then the other one happens. So then it becomes your label. You're labeled wrongly, but you know deep inside that this is not who I am. This is not how God made me to be. This is not how it has been. But I can't explain. Nobody will even listen to you. Nobody will even believe you.
How did you come out of that? Talking about tears in private and public, how did you come out of that period?
I think the Lord just held me up, you know. God just helped me through, held me through, and kept talking to me because I had to, you know. Okay, so I got born again when I was little. All I knew was love Jesus, go to heaven, you know, kind of thing. And then as I grew, I realized, look, you better get close to this guy, okay? Because he's the only one who will be there for you, who, I mean, kind of, he's your go-to person. And so during the tough times, I did. I mean, I got closer. I tried. It's not that I got answers readily, but I had that trust in him that somehow he will see me through. Having said that, there were times I attempted suicide. This is something I have never, I don't talk about it. Nobody knows, you know. Yeah, I did. It was that close.
Did someone walk in to see you, or what would happen those times?
One time I did take something and the ambulance was called.
In the UK or in Ghana?
Not in Ghana.
Were the children with you? Was it at home?
No.
Wow.
No. So one time I did, and then the second time I was planning it. Because I felt, look, you can't be in the same place over and over again, because then I felt my back was against the wall. I felt nobody understood me, and I felt, look, maybe it's better you exit, you know. But so I was thinking about it. That time my daughters were with me, but God sent somebody I don't know how Holy Spirit did it. He told a friend that, look, she spoke to me on the phone. We just talked normally, nothing extraordinary, just laugh, you know. But then she said, when she put the phone down, she said, no, something is not right. So she went to one of our pastors, you know, she called one of our pastors, said, look, let's go and see Mabel. So I was there in the evening when they came in. And, you know, the pastor said, whatever it is you want to do it right in front of me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Whatever it is you do. So eventually he said, look, this is what my friend told him, and they came and I said, oh, it's okay. It was just a thought. But then it always starts with a thought, isn't it?
It always starts with a thought. Dr. Mabel, our time is up, and I wanted to ask you before we go, what would be your top 3 lessons to your younger self? For anyone watching, for young women watching us today, the top 3 lessons.
I would say what the Lord told me when I was that young, 25. He said, whatever decision you make, whatever it is you do, you are the only one who will answer for it. So don't let anybody influence you to do something you don't want to do or you're not ready for. Okay, so
that'll be one.
That'll be one. Also, I think you are enough. You're a woman, you are enough. You don't need any other accolades, trimmings, anything. You are enough. God created you as a whole, total human being. Trust in the God who created you, that He's put enough for you to accomplish what He put you on earth to do. So you are enough. It doesn't mean you're not going to learn and you're not going to, you know, but you are enough. Okay?
That's true.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
Enjoy every moment. Even in the difficult times, in the tough times, find a reason to laugh. Find a reason to make it funny. You know, because my friends and I, we used to, and we still do, laugh at our mistakes, laugh at our, you know, the difficult times and all those. This incident, this very serious incident I told you about, we later on, shortly after, we laughed about it, you know. So even though it was a serious time and a difficult time, so laugh a lot, you know, learn to laugh, learn to make life lighter, you know, because in every situation, when you look at the interesting and the funny side, you find it.
Dr. Mabel, thank you so much for joining us on She Inspires. Thank you all for joining us. Also, we've been with the first female general surgeon right here in Ghana, also retired Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Mabel Aboah. Thank you so much for sharing your life with us. Thank you so much for those lessons. We are enough. We've got to enjoy life and laugh a lot. I will not forget that. And thank you to our sponsors, Hotel Kasareri, Duffys Health and Beauty, also Ajile Jewelry. You can check out at shopajile.com. First Choice Hair and Beauty. Sarah Ban, thank you for this bolero outfit I have on today. Find them inside Kanda for unique clothing, and also Secure Oral Pill. My name is Jennifer Jessica Danko. Thank you for joining us on She Inspires. Catch you next week.